Os. Welcome UNLV students to the Shotokan Karate Studies program. By now you should know you've already warmed up, you've gotten the warm-up that you feel your body needs, you're adequate for starting the program this morning. So let's go ahead and get started with our typical, quick, general warm-up. Ready? And Hajime. Ichi. Ni. San. Yon. Go. All right, warmed up good there. Let's turn to the side, bring our heels to our glutes. Good, all right. Let's go ahead and do some high knees as well. Get my workout recorded, here we go. High knees. You can do this slow, just like I'm doing. Again, just bringing your knees up. You can do it fast if you feel like kind of bouncing a little bit, working your calves a little bit. Or if you want to go slow, go slow. And yame. All right, let's come up on our toes, stretching out our calves. And yame. Very good. All right, let's go ahead and do some body hip twists. And yame. Good. Arm up, across the side, stretching out our shoulder. Good, other side. Again, don't hold these too long. Just doing dynamic stretches here. Nothing too static, nothing being held for too long. Switching over. Other side. Good. Feet just widen shoulder width. Go down, touch the floor. Go to the right. Back to center. Go to the left. Back to center. All right, make that a little wider. We're gonna go down to the right, turning up on our left heel, stretching out our hamstring. Good, now we're gonna turn to the left in a long front stance. Pushing on the quad here, pushing the knee over the toe. And now to a runner stand, or a runner stretch. Good. Back up. All right, we're gonna do everything to the other side now. Leaning to the left onto the right heel. Toes pointed up. Stretching out your hamstring. All right, let's rotate that all the way around. Good front stance, long, deep, pushing on the quad, pushing the knee out over the toe, getting a good stretch. Transition that into a runner stretch. And come back to center, come back standing. Good. Turn around, fix your gi. Back to me. Yoi. Subirachi. Pray. Yoi. Seiza. Dojo-kun. 一つ人格完成に人を盛ること。一つ誠の道を守ること。一つと力の精神を養うこと。一つ礼儀を重んずること。一つ景気の言うを今しもること。Ready? That's it. よい。すばらしい。Ready? よい。So today's class is a beginner class, and we're focusing today on kicks, or getting. Alright, so what we're looking at today primarily will be front kicks, or my getting. At the very end of class, we might transition into beginning some yoko geri or some side kicks, but for a beginner, this is probably looking at no belt, yellow belt, no belt, white belt, yellow belt. And so this is when you're just now starting to pick up kicks and learning kicks. So we're going to keep it simple. We're going to do some stationary drills today, and then we're going to turn some of that stuff into some line drills, just to get you some practice with this my-geri front kick, all right? To start off, let's just do a progressive warm-up. Now, I know you've already done your warm-up for class, but let's do a progressive warm-up specifically for our legs as we work into this my-geri class, all right? So let's put your hands on your hips, and let's stretch out our calves, okay? So we're gonna go slow up, ich, and down. Ni, son, shi, go, roku, sechi, hachi, ku, and ju. Good. Shake that out real quick. We're gonna do the same thing, but a little bit, more speed. All right, so actually fast. Okay. Shake that out. All right. Feet shoulder width apart. So again, you're in a shizentai stance or ready stance. Again, that's typically with your feet directly under your shoulders. Hands on your hips or down to your side, whichever you prefer. And we're gonna go quickly. Ready? Ich, ni, son, shi, go, roku, sechi, hachi, ku, ju. Good. All right, let's convert that into some knee ups. All right, alternating legs left and right. We're going to start with the right knee up. Okay, ready? Ich, ni, son, shi, go, roku, sechi, hachi, ku, ju. Good. We're going to do that again just so we get 10 on each leg. So I'm going to turn just slightly to the side. You should see at this point that your legs should be coming up to a 90-degree angle. So your legs should be flat like this. Okay? Ready? Stay up. So stay looking forward. Don't look down at your legs or your knees or whatever's happening below your belt here. You should again always be focusing, or your gaze should always be at your opponent. Right? Ready? Ich, ni, son, shi, go, roku, sechi, hachi, ku, ju. Good. Amen. All right, now a combination of the two. So I want you to lift your left leg and come up on your calf and back down. And then we're going to switch. Okay. So again, all this is building up to and leading to the front kick and how it works and the muscles that we're going to be using for these front kicks. All right. Ready? So standing on your right foot, lift your left leg up. If you need to, as a beginner, if you need to use a punching bag or the wall for balance, that's perfectly fine. until you're able to build this up to the point where you're able to stand in place and do this exercise, okay? So again, feet just shoulder width apart, balancing on the right foot, knee up on the left, calf raise. Ready? Ich, ni, son, shi, go, rok, sich, hach, ku, ju. All right, left side, same thing. Ready? Ich, ni, son, shi, go, rok, sich, hach, ku, ju, and yame. Very good. All right. This is a great way to warm up for kicks, okay? Again, doing your normal class warm-up is perfect, but then whenever you're going to something very specific like kicks, you should be warming up your legs, your calves, your ankles, your feet, things like that to make sure you don't hurt anything as you go through a routine like this, okay? So now we're going to practice just standing in Shizentai, front kicks, okay? I'm going to go ahead and bring out something to put in front, okay? Now, as a beginner, I highly suggest you start this way, but you're going to go slow, okay? And I'll show you what I mean. So you want to take something that's somewhat low to the ground. You can use a chair. Chair might be a little bit higher than this, but what I want you to practice at this point is getting your foot or everything should be coming up and over. What this helps you avoid is this kind of kick. Okay, you're not a punter, all right, playing football, so the kick should not be this, all right? It's not soccer, there's not a ball on the ground that you are coming up and kicking, swinging your leg into, all right? This is a kick that comes, the mechanics are up, out, back, and down, okay? To make sure that you're doing that, you can put something in front of your body, all right? So again, a chair, a box, something like this, that you're able to perform that specific set of movements, okay? So you're gonna come up, out, back, and down. You don't kick what's in front of you. Same thing on the other side, up, out, back, and down, okay? So again, I urge you to try something like a box or a chair, okay, to work on those mechanics, all right? I'm not going to use it for this because I want you to see what's happening here, but we're going to start in Shizentai, so standing here, and we're going to go through those kicks, each side, okay? So 10 on each side, I'm going to turn just slightly and I'll turn back the other way. So again, 10 here, and then we'll turn and do 10 more. Maigeri, front kick from Shizentai, so standing here. You're just coming, you're balancing on the one foot, so you're going to balance on your left and kick with your right. Balance on your right, kick with your left. All right, so that's what we're looking for here. All right, going to 10. Hands where you're comfortable, so I would say on your hips, you can put them down to your side, put them down to your side here. Whatever feels most comfortable for you to help maintain balance. A lot of beginners probably want to put your hands out like this, because it helps maintain balance. The same thing as a tightrope walker holding the pole out in front of them like this. Okay, you're kind of, it's easy to distribute your weight and find balance. So that's what I would suggest for beginners. The more you pull your arms in, the more difficult it is to balance, but eventually that's where you want to be. Okay, ready? Ich, ni, san, shi, go. Rok, sich, hach, ku, ju. And yame. Turning to the other side, same thing, okay? Same thing. I'm trying to get 10 kicks on each leg, all right? Same thing, hands in the same position, ready? Ich, ni, san, shi, go. Sit. Hutch. Ku. Ju. And yame. Good. Very good. All right, so now we're going to move into a front stance. Same thing. All right, so we're going to start in a left front stance. So your left leg is in front. Again, here are the things that we're thinking about in front stance. All right, maybe you can go over them before I do. All right. Okay. Your knee. You should be able to see that big toe or your second toe. Okay. Your foot should be flat on this edge. Okay. Basically, you should be able to put your foot up against the wall, the side of your foot. So, in other words, your foot is not out like this. Okay. Then you only have like the front part of your foot touching the wall, right? So you need to turn your foot just slightly so that this is a flat edge. Body is upright. Okay, we're not leaning forward and we're not leaning back. Okay, so your body is upright, your shoulders over your hips. Back foot facing forward somewhat. Okay, less than 45 degrees. Okay, this would be 90. That's not where you want to be. 45 is about halfway there. Start there. But it should be forward as much as possible. Again, you're going to start turning it in more and more the more advanced you become. Width, up to you, right? You can step that foot out, be in a very showman stance, okay? Very wide. Narrow, you just bring that foot in some. Your knee is bent, it's not locked out. If you lock your knee out, what happens? Your hips go back, your body goes forward, you're leaning forward now. Drop that knee, bend it just slightly, sit on your hips. Again, shoulders over hips, all right? Left front stance, right maigeri, move forward with it, land. And then we're gonna step back, so it should look like this. Ich. Okay, knee, until we get to 10. Then we'll switch stances, all right? Ready? You can get into whatever position you like. This would be jukamai, so this is a fighting stance, all right? So your hands are kind of up and ready to defend. If you want your hands out to the side, again, like I said, some beginners may prefer this. You can do this as well, okay? Your choice. Ready? Ich. Knee. Son. Shi. Go. Rook. Sit. Hutch. Ku. Ju. Kyu. And yame. Good. If I'm going too fast, all right, you can go into YouTube and slow this video down. Slow it down to maybe 3/4 speed if that's what you prefer. But eventually, that's the speed you should be doing these at, okay? Getting that heart rate up. I'm going to turn just slightly on this one again to give you a different perspective on how this is performed. But again, this is going to be right foot, or right front stance. Okay, so your right foot is forward. Same mechanics still apply, okay? Back leg is slightly bent. That back foot less than 45 degrees. Widen how you feel appropriate for your stance and balance. Front foot, knee just over your toe so you can just see your big toe or your second toe. Outside edge, flat. Okay? Moving forward with your kick. Turn more this way, okay? Moving forward with that kick. Try not to gain height. All right, I know that seems difficult considering you're kicking, right? Because a lot of people want to do this. Okay, so you tend to gain height. But instead of moving up, try to move forward with your kick, right? Instead of going up with your body, right, you lose a little bit of power there. If you can convert that up to forward, you get more power in your kick. Okay, so just think about that and how you can make that conversion. Transferring weight, transferring your body forward. Okay, ready? 10 more. Hands where you want them. And each. knee, son, shi, go, rope, sich, hutch, ku, ju, and yamen. Good. All right, take a second, shake that out. Calf raises if you want. You should start feeling this in your calves. You start feeling this in your quads, okay? This is where your power is coming from, all right? Driving yourself forward with all these kicks, all right? Let's look at kibidachi, okay? So, kibidachi, parallel with your feet. This is a horse riding stance. So, it should look like you're straddling a horse, okay? Your feet should be parallel. So, feet should be like this, not like this. As much as possible, try to kick your heels out. This gives you more of this parallel foot placement, okay? That's what you want. What we're gonna do with this drill is transition our weight to carry the kick. So, from here, we're going 1, back to kibidachi, 2, back to kibidachi, okay? This is more about working on transferring your weight and setting back down in kibidachi. Every kick, you should be sitting back down with your feet parallel, not out like this, and not turned in so much like this. Just parallel. Sit your hips down. Again, shoulders over hips. Make this square. Okay, that's important. Don't allow your shoulders to tip forward. Okay, then you're no longer square, right? Make sure you're square. All right, same thing. All right, ready? Alternating left and right, so we're not just sticking to one side. Left and right with this one, okay? Get into a good kibidachi position. Your knees should be bent, okay? Ready? Ich, knee, son, shi, go, rook, sich, hutch, ku, ju, ju. Good. Amen. All right. Again, that's a good one to practice for several reasons. Number one, you get practice in kibidachi. All right. A lot of students have trouble with kibidachi, but the sooner you start practicing it, the sooner you start transitioning from various movements, staying in that stance, the better you become. Okay. Just standing here in kibidachi doesn't really do much for you. Yes, you get the feeling of what it should feel like to be in kibidachi, but if you're not moving, so transferring, you don't get to practice what it feels like to have your feet properly positioned after you move. Standing in kibidachi, sure, it can build some muscle, start to feel it in your thighs, your knees, your calves. You understand what it feels like to be in this stance. But you should understand what it feels like to move within the stance and still stay in the stance. All right, this becomes very important later when you start to learn kata like Teki Shodan, Nidan, and Sandan. Okay, even in other kata such as Heian Sandan, when you're moving down the middle of that kata, you're in kibidachi. All right, so again, it's important to start picking it up so that you understand foot placement and how your body feels, so you know without looking down. I know I'm in a good kibidachi stance. I can tell by the way my feet feel. Tell by the way my ankles feel, my knees feel. Okay, you start to get a feel for the stance. All right. Okay, so what we've just practiced standing still, let's convert that into some line drills. All right, we're going to do a line drill with a rear leg maigeri. So we're going to start on this side, go to that side, mawate, and go back to that side. Do the same thing over here. Go to there, mawate, go back. Okay, we're going to do rear leg. Then we're going to do front leg, then we're going to put them together, front leg, rear leg, all right? So, several line drills here focusing on my getting front kick. Okay, let's get into one side. Ready? Wait. Get it right on the tape. Shoot. All right, rear leg, front snap kick. Rear leg, my getting. Hands where you want them. Okay, ready? Each. Knee. Some. Sheep. What? Ready? Each. Knee. Some. Sheep. What? Now make it. Good. All right, again, where your hands are, I don't care. What I care about is what's happening below your belt, okay? Are you transitioning that kick? Okay, are your hips turning properly? So from here, right, we're in more of a Han knee stance. Our body is facing this direction. We're then converting to move this way towards your opponent. So you turn, kick, land. I'm in Han knee this way. So in between it's showman, okay? So Han knee, showman, kick, Han knee. Okay? And again, it didn't matter what I did with my hands there, right? I was doing this. Okay? You can have your hands in a fighting stance. You can have them down into your block. You can have them on your hips. Whatever you feel comfortable with. Again, doesn't matter to me. What matters is the kick. What's proper stance, proper balance, those type of things. Okay? Let's try it again from this side. Ready? Get them right on the tape. Shoot! Hands where you want them. Ready? Rear leg, front kick. Each. Knee. Some. Sheep. One. Each. Knee. Some. Sheep. One. Now make it. Ooh, I caught something on my toe there. It did not feel good. All right. Okay. Now we're going to do the same drill. Front leg. Okay. My ashi, my geri. Okay. Front leg, front kick. What does that mean? Well, we have to balance on a different leg. Right? If we're in this stance and we're kicking with this leg, we can't just hope for the best there, right? We're going to fall. So you're going to have to push back to your back leg, not stand up, okay? Push back to your back leg, kick, and then step forward. Lean back, so again, transfer your weight, kick, and set back down. Then you transfer again, you move forward from there. Okay, so front leg, front kick, my ashi, my geri is what we're doing here. All right, so remember that transition to stand back on your back foot, to balance on your back leg, power's coming from there for the moment. Then step forward, okay? Again, don't stand up. Keep your knees bent as you do this. You shouldn't be gaining height, but as you transition with this kick. Again, that low ceiling rules that we have should still be in play. All right, if you're 5'8", you're doing all this under a 5'9" ceiling. Don't bump your head. Okay, ready? Yoink. Get it right on the tape. Shoot. Hands up or wherever you're comfortable. My ashi, my geri. Ready? Each. Knee. Some. Sheep. One. Each. Knee. Some. Sheep. me. All right, very good. Same drill, starting on this side. Okay, Mayashi Maigeri. Again, focus on the little things. All right, you know how to do the kick, right? Focus on the little things now. Try, especially if you know the kick. Now, if you're new to the kick, concentrate on the kick. Focus on the minutia later. Okay, the minutia being stepping back properly, knees are bent, execute the kick, come back down, stepping forward. Okay, proper stance throughout. Trying not to raise height up and down as you don't bounce through this drill. Okay. All right. Good. Get him right on the trick. Here. Mayashi Maigeri. Hands up and each. Knee. Some. Sheep. One. Each. Knee. Some. Sheep. One. Yummy. Pulse. Very good, very good. All right, now the combination. Okay, now the combo comes in. Front leg, front kick, rear leg, front kick as you step, right? So before we were doing the front kick with the front leg and then stepping. This time, you're doing the front leg, front kick, kicking with the rear leg instead of stepping, but it moves you forward. Okay, it should look like this. All right, so Mayashi Maigeri, Maigeri. Front leg, rear leg. Okay, all right, let's try it. We'll go slow. Okay, we'll go slow for this one. Again, if you're a little bit more intermediate than you are beginner here, pick up your speed a little bit. Okay, speed comes, right? We've always said this, slow is smooth and smooth is fast. So as long as you're smooth, keep moving. Eventually that smooth becomes fast and you get really good at this, okay? But if you're new, focus on slow until it turns into smooth. Ready? Go it. Get it right on the tape. Here. Front leg, front kick, rear leg, front kick. Hands up. Ready? Each. Knee. Some. Sheep. One. I'll slow it down for us this time. My apologies. Ready? Each. Knee. Some. Sheep. One. Amen. Okay. Hopefully you feel pretty good about that. We're going to do it again. This side, same drill. Ready? Yo. Get it right on the tape. Cue. Hands up. Ready? Each. Knee. Some. Sheep. One. Each. Knee. Some. Sheep. One. Amen. Pulse. Very good. Very good. Okay. That's a focused Maigeri class. All right. Now I said that we might transition or look at Yoko Geri. So that'd be the next logical thing that we would work on. Okay. So we're going to kind of move that to our next beginner class. Focusing on Yoko Geri. side kicks, okay? So, review this class. Review this kibidachi, okay? It will be key. Another thing that I want you to kind of start working on before you hit that next beginner class is a transition from a front kick and then yokogeri side kick with your rear leg. So same leg, all right? Work on this because it can be a little bit more advanced, okay? Front kick, side kick, step, bring it back, and do that multiple times, okay? Front, side, step, bring it back, all right? And what you're looking at there, what's very important, is the mechanics. This, okay? That is step one. Again, putting that box or chair in front of your body so that whenever you raise your leg, you're not kicking it, okay? That means you're not doing this. It means you're not doing that. So two things. One, either raising your leg, bringing it back and dropping it, or up, out, dropping it. And then you, again, so you either catch what's in front of you here on the way up or the way down, okay? And that's what I'm trying to avoid. So if you work on this portion, right, where we started in this front stance, raise this leg for the kick, for the front kick, keep it raised so keep it chambered, right? So up, out, back, not down, out, back, step forward and down. All right, let me come straight at you. So again, remember all the portions, all the mechanics of this. Okay? Now I dare say this starts getting into intermediate territory, but this is something that you should be working toward as a beginner. Okay? So, no belts, white belts, yellow belts. My geri is very important. Go through this class. Next week, your beginner class will be a combination of front kicks, and we'll start focusing on side kicks. So we might open up with a few front kick drills, but then we're going to get right into side kick drills and do line drills just like we did today, except for the side kicks. Okay? So we'll have two classes back to back focusing on these beginner level kicks, front kick and side kick. Okay? We're not quite ready and not quite getting into mawashi geri or yushiro geri, right? So your round kick and your back kick, not quite there yet. Crescent kicks, those will come later as well. Okay? These are the things that we should be focusing on right here at the beginner level. All right? Let's come back to center of class. Yoi. Subidachi. Right. Yoi. Seiza. All right. Today's meditation, just clear your mind, relax, focus on your breathing. Wakso. Waksu-yame, Senten-yure. Tate. Yoi. Subidachi. Right. Yoi. Os. Thank you, students, for joining me for this beginner my geri front kick class. We'll see you next week for those side kicks.